The main criteria of my search were automated dosage of ointment, in which a plastic consistency is dispensed into individual containers. Overall dimensions of the equipment should not exceed 4 in. The machine was planned to be placed in the assembly shop, where now there is a permanent stationary equipment, which operates at full capacity. If the ointment becomes popular with customers, we wanted to organize a separate area for the equipment, and increase the number of tubes produced with our product. An important condition was to ensure a capacity of not less than 120 tubes per hour, with the possibility of increasing it later. To produce the ointment we planned to use 10 milliliters aluminum tubes. By myself I chose 2 companies, one in Italy, and one in the Netherlands. After sending a request to their email, 3 days later I received a reply from the Italian company, which said that they could not deliver equipment due to the suspension of its production. The company from the Netherlands wrote in the email that they do not work with CIS countries. The first step did not turn out to be a good one for me. I understood that there are no hopeless situations, so I continued looking for a solution. I found similar equipment for filling tubes from 3 Chinese manufacturers. I contacted them by telephone. Managers of my chosen companies didn't answer me. Can their machine fill and seal tubes at 120 tubes hour? Are aluminum tubes compatible with equipment elements? When can I get a ready machine? To all of these questions I heard the phrase, "We'll do it." One company started talking to me in Chinese, and I ended the conversation. In the end I came to the conclusion that I would not be able to choose equipment for filling tubes on my own, and decided to turn to a specialist. I needed a professional who would give complete information about the machine, its capabilities, to test on the equipment tube with our ointment, talk about the terms of delivery. It was originally decided not to consider Chinese intermediaries, since Chinese manufacturers often have their own direct representatives. I did not want to go through this stage all over again, so I decided to turn to Russian intermediaries for help. I made the choice of a specialist, based on the following criteria: long period of work in the market of pharmaceutical equipment sales, positive customer feedback, the availability of information on the company's website, and convenient terms of delivery of the machine. According to these parameters, I selected 4 companies. Having sent all my requests by an email, I still have not received a response from 2 of them. One company from Samara warned me that they do not have their own adjuster, and that all the equipment installation work must be done by myself. This option did not suit me. Only one manager from Moscow was able to quickly give me competent and constructive answers to my questions. I also liked the business-like approach of this specialist. The manager of this company was polite, asked a lot of clarifying questions about the characteristics of the ointment, the required capacity of the equipment, what types of dosage are necessary. After preliminary consultation by phone, the specialist suggested an automatic machine for filling and sealing aluminum tubes, the overall dimensions of which were 3.5 cubic meters with the desired 4 cubic meters, with different types of dosage from 3 to 30 milliliters, from 6 to 60 milliliters and other options. I coordinated this option with the management of our company, and we signed a contract for the supply of an automatic machine for filling and sealing aluminum tubes. During the whole manufacturing period, I received an email report about the readiness of my order. When the tube filling machine was made, the manager sent me a video of the equipment in action, where I could see the aluminum cup delivery tray, the turntable with 12 holes, and the white aluminum ointment tubes. The machine was delivered on the contracted delivery date. Within 2 weeks of receiving the equipment, we were able to install it, set it up, and train an employee. The equipment is made of stainless steel. All processes are automated. The free edge of the tube is pressed with special metal clamps. The edge of the tube is perfectly sealed. Transparent plastic shields close the working area of the equipment. The process is controlled by the display on the control panel. I was satisfied with the aluminum tube dispensing equipment supplied. Perhaps I would not have obtained such an excellent result in such a short time had I gone through the process of selecting the equipment myself. Experience has shown that the decision to seek professional help was the right one. It is better to devote time to your classes and your main occupation than to try to solve an uncharacteristic task yourself, so as not to completely fail the task.